sunny day practice session, then a sunset pre-quali screen, then a sunny day quali session with the pole position with good chances of the sole dreamt victory in Nürburgring 24 Hours, my second favorite racetrack. But race in the rain, some distraction from my part, and a catastrophic first attempt. All the hard work gone. I even tried, but it was impossible to keep the car on track with racing soft slick tires. So I had to abandon this race. Let's try again. New quali at the beginning, all okay, managed to deal with the traffic. Until I found this driver who blocked me all the way from this point on. So we'll start from the 14th position. Salute and welcome to the Fighter Driver channel. I'm Gabriel Oliveira, the Fighter Driver, and today we'll try our best to get in a good position at the end of this third round of the Manufacturers Cup 2023 and 2024 Exhibition Series, Season 1 at the Nürburgring 24 Hours. As you could see in the introduction, we had the chances of a victory here, the one I've been dreaming of for a long time, but we tossed it away as we forgot to change tires at the first attempt. Usually I wouldn't even try a second attempt, as you know from the previous GT7 video, but looking at my records it seemed as it didn't count, the first one as I abandoned it. In the end it did count. So now we'll do the best for a good result here. Let's see what we can get. It already started messy. Some other drivers who also forgot to change tires have a hard time as I did. Drivers who have a hard time to control the car even with green tires, and it includes myself. So we get many positions right in the beginning. But now we'll have to fight to keep the car on track and not to get sent to the void by other drivers. I make a big mistake here, totally missed the braking point as I'm looking to my references when the track is dry, so I lose some of the advantage gained in the beginning and will have to fight for it again. Now, if it's your first time here on the Fighter Driver channel and you found this content interesting and useful, you can subscribe to the channel and hit the notifications bell button so you can follow us and be notified every time there's a new video or content here in the channel. You can also hit the like button, leave us a comment telling us what you think about our job here, and finally share this content with your friends if you think they'll like it. Fast and easy, you accomplish this mission and help us a lot by doing so. We appreciate all your support. We're about to get into the Nordschleife and we're getting closer to the drivers in front of us in 9th. So we've got 5 positions already. I won't push too hard, actually I'll do the opposite, trying to keep it safe and capitalize over the other drivers' mistakes, if they make any. towards the Flugplatz, I'll have some problems with the Audi R8 driver coming behind me. I'm clearly faster here, but he won't give up his position, and I end up losing one to the AMG driver coming behind. The SLS AMG driver ahead loses control and spins, so we recover one position, back to 9th. As we get to the Adenauer Forest, the SLS AMG behind us almost loses it. The other AMG that was before us also has problems and is repositioned behind us, so we get another position up the grid. We're 8th now, so we get on pursuit against the Audi R8 driver again. Not getting very lucky during those encounters with the Audis. Again, he's slower but doesn't let go, so the drivers coming after us get into dogfight range. The SLS AMG driver pushes me off track, so we're back to P9. Let's start all over again. And again I have problems with slower drivers in front of me, this time with the Super GT500 driver who almost lost it, came back right in front of me, is slower but doesn't let go. But he loses it as we go around the Bergwerk. We're back to P8. Dear Lord, this R8 driver again. The AMG driver takes the shot and overtakes both of us. Finally managed to overtake this pal as we get towards the carousel. We're stuck behind a Corvette driver. The Supra driver just dives. Get blind by all this water spray and miss the turn entry point. Luckily, I get back on track before the R8 driver and manage to overtake the Supra driver again. And he won't threaten us anymore, I hope. Moving on. As we cross the Datangahoa, if you haven't watched the previous episodes of our Mission Gran Turismo yet, I recommend you to watch the full playlist so you can follow our entire journey from the beginning after watching this race. And if air combat simulation is your thing, you can also watch the Mission War Thunder playlist, cards here on the top right corner and the links in this video's description. I managed to overtake the AMG on the Hohenrain, but get stuck behind the Corvette again, losing a lot of momentum. Now, because of it, a drag race between the AMG and me as we get into the GP circuit. I switched to the outside line. He loses the turn entry and overshoots. I find some space in between the two and get the 6th position. Now let's try not to make anything stupid and keep those positions. Again, as we get to the Dunlop hairpin, I miss the braking point and overshoot, losing the positions again. Back to P8, a lot of time lost because of a combination of silly mistakes and slower cars blocking the way, but we must keep moving on. Race is over only when it's over. We get into the Nordschleife again and the rain seems to be heavier now. mistake had some back, and we get back to P7. Now let's chase the AMG driver before us. Well, if we can manage to stay on track, almost lost it by the Flugplatz, but managed to get the car back. Again, lost a lot of time, but we're alive and in this fight. The AMG driver makes a mistake as passing by the Adenauer Forest, and now we're in attack range. The AMG driver makes a mistake at the exit oval, and we overtake him, getting P6 again. Then he loses the car going around the Bergwerk, so if we don't make any other silly mistake, he won't be a threat anymore. Pushing on. Things don't change much till the end of this lap, so let's jump to the end of it, because now during lap 3 things are gonna get more interesting. I'll make less mistakes and get a much faster lap, which shows that I had a good chance of a great result here if I hadn't started this race so back in the grid, or even starting back there but making less mistakes and getting less traffic blocking the way and pushing me off track. I'm almost 50 seconds behind the leader and 7 seconds behind P5, but observe how fast I reduced those gaps. we entered the Nordschleife for the last time. My lap is already 6 seconds faster than the two previous ones. As we get out of the Ehrenberg and go down the Fuchshall, my lap is almost 9 seconds faster. I'm about 4 seconds behind P5 and more than 21 seconds in front of P7, who's not a threat to us anymore. So we can see how much time I lost during the two previous laps with traffic and stupid mistakes. But this gap will reduce even more. Can we get the P5 and end this race in top 5? Pushing on. get to the Dottinga Hall for the last time, we can take a look at the gaps. I'm just 2 seconds behind P5. Unfortunately, I couldn't get closer enough for fighting for this position. 20 seconds behind P1, so we took 23 seconds from him on one lap. Okay, it seems he made some mistake as the gap was being kept until a moment in which it just dropped drastically. But yet, if we hadn't lost so much time during the previous laps, we could be there fighting for a podium. And more than 30 seconds before the 7th place, our third lap being 45 seconds faster than the previous ones. But the biggest mistake was not changing tires before the first attempt. By starting from P1, we'd have a much higher probability of even winning this race. Well, maybe next time. The dream will have to wait a little longer, but it wasn't so bad after all. The SLS AMG driver makes a mistake on the final corner and we even get the P5. So in the end we won 9 positions and ended in the top 5. 7 races, 6 ended in the top 5, 3 victories and 1 abandoned. Nothing bad for our total score so far. And that's it for today, guys. I hope you liked it, and if you did so, hit the like button, leave a comment, and share this video with your friends who like Gran Turismo 7 and sim racing. Also consider subscribing to the channel with the notifications bell activated so you'll receive the notifications every time there is a new video here on the channel. I appreciate you who follow me so far. Salute, and I see you on the next mission.